Yo, hey, it's a new day. Sorry that, I don't have my thing set up to let you watch traffic while I'm talking right now. But the 5-minute ministry this morning, I had good witnesses at the Loves. I just left. And got some coffee and everything like that. Watched a few videos. I've been driving since like 2 a.m., right? The sun's just now coming up. And, man, I'm overwhelmed with compassion at the moment. Like I said, I told a few jokes where like that, but I did not feel led to bring up scriptures and stuff like that. I didn't feel it. I just did not feel it, so I did not. And then I felt the nudging. I knew I was supposed to get a Bible and give it to this guy that was in the log truck. And I was in some people's way or whatever else like that, and I did not. So I feel bad about that, right? But just, not really. You know what I mean? That ain't where my emotions come from. I left from there. I get down to the stop sign, and there's the lady, and she's arched of the back and crunched over, And I look over, and I see the old guy, and then I see the young man. And the young man was probably 30. All these people are hunched over, and they were needy, man. They wasn't faking it. Like, you're not gonna get that look about you any other way than extreme poverty, malnutrition. Anyway, when I had got my coffee and I wanted to get something, I couldn't find nothing that didn't have pork in it because it's breakfast time. And of course, I got eggs and everything else right there. I could just cook, So anyway, so I ended up getting a chicken salad sandwich, which I very rarely eat. And they're like $5 now, like for just a wedge chicken salad sandwich. That and a coffee's like $7. Anyway, I told some jokes to the young ladies that was in there, and missed my chance to give out a Bible. And I pull up there, and this lady's holding up this sign, and she's trying to look up at me, and she's got to crank her neck so far back because she's so hunched over. I just reached down there, and when I was leaving,
police reported ahead.
When I was leaving the Lowe's with the sandwich, the lady said, "Do you want a sack?" And I said, "Yeah." But I was thinking to myself, I don't need a sack. It's just a wedge sandwich, right? But the bags have multiple uses after the fact. There is police over there. Anyways, so I get to the stop sign, and because of the bag, this sandwich was low enough that she could reach up and get it. And man, I'm pulling up, I see the lady, and I see the young man, and then I look, and there's like a little place in the bushes, and I see the guy sitting there, and he's just, man, I give her that sandwich, and I turn the corner, and I'm just like, well, there goes my sandwich. And dude, I am not hungry at all. I was kind of like seriously hungry, but now I am not hungry at all. Like, it really does sustain you to do the will of God. And I really paid the price for not giving out that Bible because I lost my sandwich or whatever like that. So I just got hit with like 3 different things all at once, but this overwhelming compassion to give to those in need. Like, what if that's your mom? What if that's your sister? Well, there's a part in the Bible where Jesus is, talking to a bunch of people, and then some of the people come in there and say, "Hey, your mom and your brothers are here." And he said, "These are my brothers and sisters, those who do the will of God." Another place he says, "Keep the commands." over and over. I seen a guy talking. He does like a live thing on Thursday, right? And he's talking and everything, and he's referring to the Nicolaitans. And in Revelation, they said he hates the Nicolaitans, and they are the ones that confuse the people about whether or not to obey the law. You know what I mean? And this guy, in his description, he's like, I don't want to piss in your cereal or anything, but that's what it's talking about. That's just fact of business. And when I seen that on the live stream, I was like, well, why wouldn't he want you to agree with his opinion on how to do it appropriate? Like if I build and create something, and I'm like, put 3 pumps of grease in this grease zert, like, twice a year, so that it doesn't wear out, and this, tractor attachment will last for 35 years. And then, like, you just never grease it, and 7 years into this deal, it breaks, and then you want to be mad at me, the manufacturer? No, like, you didn't maintain the equipment. So the parameters of maintenance for the carcass, is a kosher diet. And then if we brought that into right now, there's all this contention about tablecloth from heaven or whatever like that. Like, nobody thinks that if I eat kosher, I'm going to hell for that. Like, nobody's told me that. You know what I mean? There's some maybe, and then there's like, grace, whatever. But I'm definitely, if I don't eat pigs on Judgment Day, God is not going to say, well, Skip, you didn't eat that pork chop, so you're going to have to throw you in hell. Like, that's not the way it works, for sure. So I'm going to err on the side of caution. And then if I brought that principle to bear at the marketplace with these various foods, like, has this food been sacrificed to an idol? I'm not exactly sure what that is, but a little, like commercials, like, I don't want to piss in your Cheerios, but by 90s definitions, like, there should be a warning label about the poison from the glycosulfate that's in the wheat that the cereal's made out of. So, can we eat pork or not? Does it say that we can eat poison and not be harmed? It actually does. So, like, but don't tempt the Lord. So, I'm not eating cereal because I don't think it's kosher. But that's just me putting 2 and 2 together, and then, like, I don't want y'all to die, so I share these things. And the compassionate, overwhelming, like, make a soldier cry, overwhelming feeling of good job that I just felt handing this lady a sandwich I didn't even really want. I just gave this old hunchback lady a sandwich, man. And how many times have I sat there and went to the store and been like, okay, I'm homeless. You know what I mean? I need to change my shirt. I need a change of socks. A little hygiene pack. Some Vienna sausage, whatever type of, make sure it's chicken. I like chicken Vienna sausage. I mean, come on, man. Like, some stuff's just got like nostalgia, like every truck driver ate Vienna sausage in the 80s, you know what I mean? It was like, we used to get like, what was it, 6 for $1? I think it was 6 for $1. So you go in there and you like get $1, then like once a day you get like your slurp of salty chicken broth, and then like, eat these little sausages, and then if it was cold, it made like a jelly in there, and he could slurp it out. I would gross my sister out slurping it out. And as a kid, I like to tell booger jokes and stuff like that and everything. It wasn't that I like gross stuff. It's like that when someone gets grossed out, the reaction to saying, eat a booger. You know, they're like, ee, or whatever like that. There's something in me for being a kid teasing the girls back before there was any romance that was not even considered. Like, the thought of romance was on my part, right? As a little kid. Oh man, that genuine, that good. I just feel like that, like I'm just a snot-nosed kid out here that get to give anything helps lady a chicken salad sandwich. The fact he kept me alive this long to be there for her in that moment, it's just an honor. Rock him, go get him.